Hello, it's T here, and I know it's already been a month since RFK Jr. announced the CDC's findings on autism and neurodevelopmental disabilities. And as an autistic person myself, I would like to express my thoughts about it. So, let's begin. A bunch of woke degenerate snowflakes got offended over RFK Jr. saying this.
Autism destroys families. More importantly, it destroys our greatest resource, which are our children. These are children who should not be suffering like this. These are kids who, many of them were fully functional and regressed because of some environmental exposure into autism when they're 2 years old. And these are kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem. They'll never go out on a date. Many of them will never use a toilet unassisted. And we have to recognize we are doing this to our children.
First of all, I would like to say that Bobby Kennedy was not talking about every single person with autism. He was talking about a specific demographic of autistic people. The ones who are severely autistic. You know, the ones who can't talk, can't think for themselves, can't really hold a job, and can't use a toilet unassisted. I believe that is a huge misunderstanding, and I don't believe that those people deserve to be suffering like that at all. Those woke snowflakes who are getting offended over someone who is trying to figure out what the real cause of autism is are not as accepting of people with autism as they say they do, and they do not practice what they preach. I don't understand why those idiots don't want to know what the real cause of autism is. Because I want to know what caused my autism, and so many other people want to know that too. According to the CDC, in the year 2000, cases of autism were 1 in 150, and in 2022 there are 1 in 31. That is a huge increase. So there's obviously something going on. I don't care if this is an environmental toxin, as Bobby Kennedy says, or it's vaccines, or whatever. I don't care whatever it is. I would like to know what's going on. I think everyone deserves to know what is actually going on. Oh, and you know something funny? Danny Bowman from Love on the Spectrum, who has autism herself, was one of those woke snowflakes who attacked Bobby Kennedy after his press conference about the autism statistics.
Autistic people have the same hopes, dreams, and yes, the same awkward dating moments as anyone else. Autism is a spectrum. Some people need more support than others, but to generalize and say none of us can work, date, or contribute to society is completely false. I have a job, I do pay taxes, I've dated, I have a master's degree.
Well, true, Danny. But did it ever occur to you that the U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services wasn't referring to people like you and me and every single person on the autism spectrum? And he was only referring to a specific demographic of autistic people. You know, the ones who are severely autistic, the ones who literally cannot think for themselves, cannot use a toilet unassisted, and cannot talk, and cannot hold a job. You offensive autism joke. And by the way, your animations look like they were made with Go Animate. So, those are my thoughts on RFK Jr.'s press conference on the autism statistics. Personally, I agree with everything that Bobby Kennedy said in his press conference. And I believe we should figure out what the real cause of autism is. Because there's an obvious increase of autism cases every year. And I want to know what's causing that personally. I'm not trying to talk badly about people who are severely autistic or offend anyone in general. I actually feel bad for those people, and I don't believe they should be struggling like that. If you like what you saw, please consider liking this video and subscribing, and click that bell icon, and let me know down in the comments section of what you think. I have the video and the press conference in the description if you want to go check it out. Alright, till then, see ya.